Hatapu, Heru Nefer, Heru Nefer. Looking forward to getting today's session on with you. Getting started with our Adumbration. You ready? So as always, we begin with our Shaashaa. We're going to start with a little Asar stance. Then we're going to get into the form. We're not doing the whole short form. We're coming right upon the fall equinox. And so as a result, we're going to do like we do 4 times a year at each solstice and equinox. We focus in on what we call the grand transition, which is the shift from the lunar cycle of the form to the more solar cycle of the form. And so we'll be focusing on that, which ends in single whip. And you'll see us do the 180. And so in doing that 180, it symbolizes the shift from one solstice to the other, or from one equinox to the other. And so it's a way to do that and get into it. And there's a way to do the whole form, but this is a way to check yourself as you grow in your practice. And so without any further discussion, let's get into the Shaashaa and Asar stance. Let's go. All right. I typically would start in Wu Chi. And so that's what we're going to get to today. I want to get you to get in a little closer and tighter so you can see the feet. We talked about that for yesterday's session. So we'll get into Wu Chi. And we say, we bow in for all the masters that have gone before us. We bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right, stepping left, a little wider than shoulders width, heel first. Balancing the weight 50-50. Into Asar stance, 12 breaths. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right, sliding the left foot into Wu Chi. And shaking it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Get into the cow position, 2 breaths. Palms facing forward, 2 breaths. And we shift the weight and step forward into the dua. 4 breaths. Stepping back. And into swinging arms. And I'm swinging naturally to the stop. Good. I'm going to come back, feet parallel, shoulders width. I'm going to get right into the form, going to single whip, sinking down, sunrises. And here we go. So you can see the foot come around 90 degrees, come back, for the cauldron, step through, pivot, shift the weight, and we're here. You gotta be careful not to knock your prop down. So we'll try it again. Sinking down, sun rises. All right. Now, I'm going to do it one more time. Feet parallel, shoulders width. We're going to focus on the arms and hands and waist. This time the hands come around, right? So it's this way. You come around. About full speed, they come around. And as they come around, you got to be prepared. The single whip just catches it as you come around. Okay, this hand, this is an important part. This, what we call prepping the cauldron, the stirring the cauldron is here. So this, what I want you to see is someone is grabbing your shoulder, you're coming around. You can either strike, or as you come around, come over and underneath. The arm is grabbing you and lock the elbow and shoulder. But what we're going to focus on today is this, you striking and you're coming back. To continue. As what we talk about with this part of the form, once you get into push, come back as it goes from single opponent to multiple opponents. All right, so that's one of the reasons we call it the grand bridge, or the change in focus from day to decade, decade meaning number of days, and then to month with. So we start here with the daily. We change and get into how we move through week 1, week 2, and all. And then we get into the full-on lunar cycle, which represents an entire month, folks. I want you to understand that. And now, this movement going from this direction, we're going to completely change 180 degrees, and we're here. Okay? So it's important to remember in these transitions that we are connected and we're rooted. And that's where the footwork and the arm work is important. So we just went over the arms and legs. Now we're going to focus on the hips and feet. Okay, so we ready? Here we go, hips and feet. There we go. Shift the weight, the hips, turn, step, pivot, transfer the weight. Okay. We're going to do it one more time. Then we're going to just flow right through it to the end. We're going to get our breathing exercise. Here we go, sinking down, sun rises. All right. One last time, let's flow together, sinking down. All right, now, I need you to have a seat. Have a seat on our mat. I'm going to be in half lotus. You can get in crisscross applesauce, half, full, whatever's most comfortable for you. Remember a couple of sessions ago, everywhere we did the cooling breath as a way to remind the body how you can cool. Today, we're going to do our standard breathing exercise, okay? And then we're going to do one we haven't done on this series, but it's a good one, okay? We're going to start the right thumb and index finger touching, palms up. Use the left to block off the nostril, center the forehead, breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. And release. Switching hands, no breath. Breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Out. Both hands, index fingers touching palms up. Breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Chin down. Release. Breathing normally. Through the nostrils only. All right. So now, you'll take your hands. You're going to interlace the third, fourth, and fifth fingers. You're going to have the index fingers pointing straight out, like so. You're going to cross the thumbs. So you're going to take these hands and point them straight up, like so. So that's the motion. So we're going to start here, breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Fire breath. Deep breath in, straighten the arms. Release the fingers and release. Palms down to the ground. 2 breaths, breathing in. Last in breath. And out. All right. Now, we got to get to our wisdom from the sages of the ages. Get our focus. There we go. So today we start with the essence of Tai Chi, the literary tradition. Be as still as a mountain. Move like a great river. That comes from expositions of insights into the practice of the 13 postures. Be as still as a mountain. Move like a great river. Teachings of Ptah. A child who hears is a follower of Heru. When they are old and have reached the period where they are venerated, then they will speak likewise to their own children, renewing the teachings of their parents. Everyone teaches as they act. They will speak to the children so that they will speak to their children. They will set an example and not give offense. So if justice stands firm, your children will live. As to the child who gets into trouble, when people see it, they will say about the child, that's just like them. And they will also say, when they even hear a rumor about the child, that is just like them too. To see everyone is to satisfy the many. Any riches that you have are useless without the many. Don't say something and then take it back. Don't put one thing in place of another. Beware of releasing the restraints in you, lest the wise say, listen, if you want to endure in the mouth of the hearers, speak after you have mastered the craft. If you speak to good purpose, all your affairs will be in place. And then the Tao Te Ching. I got the glossary, excuse me. All right. Knowing the disease. One who knows that they do not know is superior. One who does not know what they know is diseased. Only when a disease is recognized as a disease can the disease cease to be a disease. The sage is free from disease. The sage recognizes a disease as a disease. Therefore, the sage is free from disease. In class, we usually have comments, questions, issues, concerns, or announcements at this moment. But because we're coming across through the interwebs and through in past time, what I'd like you to do is if you have a comment, question, issue, concern about the sessions or anything we have, put it in the comments below and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell button so you know when we get our thanks. I appreciate your time and your participation. Now what I'd like to do is to have us bow out, and we say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student to teacher, Asar. Paying respect to the ancestors and giving homage to the eternal witnesses of the earth and sky, I bid you Hatep, peace, Herunefer, good day, and Aung Uja Seneb, life, health, and strength to you and yours and your loved ones and your family. And I bid you saying, Amen Re Nasut Nache Ratan Re Nabanong. That which is hidden rules the revealed. That which is revealed rules life. That's it.